Let's have contestant number 8.
How does the world look through women's eyes? How does our perception of history change when we replace women at its center rather than on the margins? Honorable members of the Board of Judges, fellow attendants, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Women are underrepresented among political leadership of every nation, reflecting their subordinate social and economic positions within widely different types of society. Yet, despite the constancy of this political underrepresentation and subordinate status throughout the world, the Industrial Revolution of the 19th and 20th centuries has transformed women's social and political roles to a dramatic extent. One of the questions frequently asked concerning the underrepresentation of women in public offices: what difference does it make? Why should there be any concern about the fact that half of the world's population holds relatively few positions in government? There are two basic reasons for increasing the representation of women in public office. First, on philosophical grounds. It is desirable that women be represented. Second, there are practical reasons why more women should serve on governing bodies. The involvement of women in politics made many differences in the life of the Filipino people. Since we are living in a democratic country, women have the privilege to be involved in politics. Women are trying their best to promote the welfare of the Filipinos. Women fight with the rights to save the country from death. Yes, countless women sacrifice their lives so as to be heard. Many of them are fighting the easier battles, no longer against human oppressor, but against hunger, poverty, and disaster, which have become democracy's greatest enemies. Besides, hunger and despair, yet men are not doing anything to solve them. Men and women are made equal in the eyes of God, and are made to go hand in hand to solve the society's problems. Are women politically relevant? Then, the women politicians generally represent their group. According to Virginia Shapiro, a sociologist, said that women can be said to form a distinct political group if they are generally viewing themselves and others as a distinct, or if they hold a distinctive political views. There are many indications that gender does define politically relevant group. Nevertheless, they may not fully conscious of their differences to men, or they may agree with men on policy. But what are the differences women make? Friends, women have increasingly different perspectives and political attitudes on a wide range of social and political issues. In 1970s, differences between men and women on political issues and voting partners were considered fairly small, limited to such questions as public morality and the use of force in international and domestic politics. If anything, women were seen as slightly more conservative than men. In our country, differences have emerged in areas such as social compassion, protection of the environment, and basic economic issues. With some of these areas where opinions of Filipino men and women differ significantly, there is a consistent gender gap of women to be less supportive of military adventurism and the use of harsh criminal penalties, more supportive of protecting the environment and using the government to promote social and political equality. psychologists argues persuasively that women's growing economic and psychological independence from men plays an important role as well. Female officials appear to have become generally committed to supporting women's issues. A study indicates that substantial proportions of women candidates are committed to women's issues and to the goals of the women's movement. A recent survey on men and women on policy issues were considered fairly small. To name a few are gender and development law, party list law, anti-repatriation law, anti-sexual harassment law, anti-rape law, women and nation building law, comprehensive agrarian reform law, military equality, and more. Another practical advantage stems from the different political psychology of women. According to Carol Deligan, psychologists stated that women are more likely to negotiate rather than engage in confrontation. Women think in terms of long-range future rather than short-term solution on problems, and they do not see life as a zero-sum game on which side wins at the expense of the other, but think of the beneficial of all. Look at what Lauren Legarda did between the MILF and the government forces. With the presence of GMA, Miriam Defensor-Santiago, Pia Cayetano, Lauren Legarda, Johnvier Madrigal, and many of the nameless congresswomen, lady governors, lady mayors, and a number of women in political circles would lead to the transformation of traditional concepts and paradigms, both by adding new items to the political agenda and creating new role models for political activities. Likewise, Elise Golding, sociologist, argues that women make a unique contribution to the current transformation of the world political economy by providing female alternatives to hierarchical systems. Who is afraid to Grace Sabado, Maria Minda Fontanino, Mary Jane Ortega, Divina Velasco, Vilma Santos? Are they better